Okay, so yesterday we saw um, these topics, right? We take a screenshot of this. Not all, we covered some of it. Okay, so yesterday we covered the top, top, this much. We saw how to perform validations, then how to pass data from parent component to child component. Then we also understood how a two-way binding works. That means when you are doing something right away, you can see the result. Mostly it is to capture the data in a real time. So the way you're the moment you're typing or doing some stuffs, you can see the impact somewhere. And then we also saw the pipes. First, initially we started with our example. We wrote our own function. Then we understood that if this is kind of a requirement, we have one functionality which is known as pipes that we did here. So initially we wrote these functions to convert lowercase and uppercase, but that is also, but again, this is kind of a utility thing. So this is also possible by using pipe operator here. And thing is, we cannot use this pipe on TypeScript files. It is only possible on HTML files. So we saw uppercase, lowercase, one pipe is for date, and it can also take some parameters like this way. So accordingly, it generate results, this much results. I've already concluded this all pipe things in this image, so you can connect later. Okay, so today we will start working on continue on that advanced pipe examples. Then we will also see how uh, custom pipes can be created, and I'm planning to show you one more thing. It's routing. Okay, how to move from one page to another page, which is kind of important, right? So we will see that as well. So this is today's agenda, this part. Okay, so let's see the image first. Okay, so we're talking about some more examples on pipes and simple words. So I can resume on the same point. We have this HTML file and we use certain things. Okay, so we have this title. Let's use this title again. I'm going to use this HR tag. Okay, this is done, and pipes in Angular. Okay, working great. In Java language, we have a string as a class, and string class provide lots of methods, built-in methods, so you can perform multiple operations. Let me show you that. Then we will connect what we're up to. String Java doc. Okay, so string class from Java documentation. I'm interested in the methods. So these are the methods. So char at, code point compare to concat, contains, content equals method, format, get bytes, hash code, index of particular character, intern to verify whether it is empty or not. So you guys can see these are kind of a utility thing which is quite common. Uh, you can say kind of operations which is quite common to perform on any string. Length, replace, split. Okay. Split to lowercase. We already saw this to lowercase and uppercase. Value of, so the why we are discussing these methods to understand, yeah, Java has this class and it provides lots of methods. Likewise, in Angular, we have lots of functions which can be called. So one of the commonly used function or operator is slice, Slice, slicing. So that we are going to try. Okay, so let's do this in 3, so it will take less space. Okay, I'm going to copy this and there. So we already know how to use pipes. So shift press, it will come up, and then you have to type SLICE, slice. Okay, then you have to mention, I mean, it's a part of syntax. So title slice, then colon 1 colon 3. Okay, saved. And if we check what is happening here, I'm getting only IP from here. So what I mentioned here, this is something which we required. So first index, it starts with 0. So 0 is, it is excluded. So start with I, then it goes third character. So PIP, that's a third character. So it includes that. So that's how it works. Let's try one more time. Let me make it 0 and 3. Okay, now you can see 0 means the very first index, that is P, then PIP. That's how slice works. So if you want, this is something similar what string provides as a substring, this one. So it says begin index, or if you want to give begin and end index. So what does it do? Returns a string that is a substring of this string. So same thing is happening here. Slice is doing the same stuff. And yeah, you can also mix these things up. Let's suppose after this I want to convert that in uppercase. Yep, it's possible. Uppercase, saved, going back, and then you can see the output is coming in capitals. So this is also possible that you can apply multiple pipes. So first pipe is slicing the index. What is title here? Title is this pipes in Angular. So we're just simply slicing it, and it is also possible that apply multiple pipe operator. So as per your requirement, you can use it. So this is the example for slice. Let me take this here. Okay, done. And this is the result. This is from HTML. In TS file, I just need uh, leave the screenshot. Just need this and this. That's it. Okay, this is the page. This is HTML page. Okay. Title, slice, this one, and the final one. Okay, I'll color them up so you can easily connect which one is what. So, oops, yellow goes here, green, this one, blue, this one, and this one is here. Okay, so that's the example for slicing. Same thing similar to substring. Again, we are going to discuss some small topics. Not that big, but yeah, mostly used things. Commonly used operations of requirement in your projects. Next one is um, currency. Currency operator. Mm. Okay, currency pipe operator. And here, okay, let's try to run the code first on HTML. Let's try to write a start tag first. So again, you can create variable or you can write type here. This is also possible. So let's say I want to write something like this, 23. Okay, that's my number. And what I want to convert this in some currency. RRENCY, currency, then colon, then give the currency, in which currency you want to convert this amount. There it is. I want this in a dollars. So if I go back on HTML page, I can see it is coming in $22. It's not bold, so let's convert that in bold. Look better. Cut, paste it. Okay. So there it is, 22.23. Great. Okay, nice. Can we have one more? Let me try one more for Indian currency. Same INR. Okay, saved. Going back, and yeah, I can see Indian currency also there. So that's how, if you have some different project which takes care of all these amounts, this is also possible. But considering the currency operator, again, quite simple. Just use this operator and it will work out. Okay. One thing I missed. On this way and this way. There we go. Okay. So this is example for currency operator. One more operator we'll try, which is, let me move this in middle. Okay. Paint. One more operator. Now you guys list out like how many operators are there in Angular, so you can see a bunch of operators. I'm just giving you idea how to use them. So the very first step is use this pipe operator and accordingly write the name and then colon. Is the thing. You have to write colon. Then after you can start working on that operator. Let's use that. Next not currency. Next one is number. You can say the number operator. So in case if you want that in in some kind of format, like you want to maintain some decimal values, this is possible with this operator. Number pipe operator. Fourth image done. Okay, done. So again, I'll just keep that number on HTML page S3, that interpolation, and let me give some numbers. Um, let's say 0002300. Okay, then dot, then I'll say 78, some random numbers. Okay, I just typed some random numbers. Let's print it on web page. See how it is coming up by default. It removes the starting zeros, then 2300, then 78, and then last zeros are also removed because this is after dot. So if I want to retain those, and I want to retain the initial or the leading zeros as well. So this is also possible. What I'll do, I will use pipe operator. Of course, you guys can even write a logic for this in TS file, but this is a simple one. And here you have to type number, then colon, then in single quotes. Let's say I want to keep 5.3. Okay, let's see how it works. And see, what does it do? It says starting 5 characters or numbers, so 1 2 3 4 5, and then leading 3 digits, so 7 8 this. If I want max, let's say 5.5, so 5, I mean before dot 5, after dot 5 number will be there. So there it is, 5 here, 5 here, remaining will be removed from the numbers. So that's how you can retain uh, the numbers. If you want to show everything, do not trim out the details. This is the way. Okay, so that is about like using pipes. Again, as I said, there are lots of operators as per requirement. You can search on its official documentation or just Google it, see how many lists are there. Uses is same, just you have to remember pipe operator and then the operator name and then colon and then whatever you want to. That's how it works. Okay, give me a moment. Let me put all this thing on paint. Okay. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. Just to keep colors, I'm putting them in box. Okay. So this is about number pipe operator. So try from your end and see how many operator you can try. Next, can we create our own operators? I mean, custom pipes operators. So yeah, it's possible. Let's try this out. It will be a little bit complex as what we did so far in Angular. Little bit because it will take some more syntax and more uh, inbuilt classes of Angular library. Okay, so we are talking about custom pipes. Okay, so first we need to understand the command, right? What's the command for it? So it start with ng, then generate, then pipe, then pipe name, the operator name. Or you can use its shortened command, which will be ng, then g, then p, and then pipe name. And obviously we'll use the later one, this one, second one. So what does it will do? It will create, uh, it will generate two files. One will be ts file, one will be spec.ts file. Okay, so ts is where we actually write the logic. Specs file is for test cases, which we are doing spec, not specs. It's spec, not specs. Spec file for test cases. And after component, every single thing which gets generated by ng command will have only two files, ts and spec file. Only component will have four files. Okay, this is done. So let's try this out first. So going back to project, stopping the service. We are inside user. Let me go there, cd, src, then app, then user, done, then ng, generate, pipe, and let's say ust hyphen INR, or I just want to build it that way so we can play along with the what do you call that, conversion, the amount conversion from one to one. I'll keep it simple, not that complex. Okay, so let's say USD INR. Okay, so as we can see, two creation and one updation. Great. Let's put this here. So we executed this command and it results into two things. So let's verify in our project structure. First, let's see the update in module file. App module is here, and I can see one pipe is created here. User USD hyphen. That's how it creates. You guys can see I wrote USD then INR in a camel case. It creates USD hyphen INR. Okay, that's how it generates. Okay, so let me pick this much code only from here to know how it generates. This happens in module file. Okay, fine. Let me highlight what we are looking into this image. This input and this one. Okay, where it is created, how it looks like. Let's see that as well. So user pipes. Let me give us some space. You go here. You go down here. Okay, just a second. Okay, we go down here, here. Okay, now we are talking about the project structure. Again, we are learning something new. That's why it is important to know how it looks like in project directory structure. Sorry, not wrong click, not pipes. Where is that? There it is. I need till here. Okay, so this application, and we are looking into these two files. This is where it is created, parallel to user. It's a part of user. Okay, fine, great. Let's see what's inside it. Okay, so one more paint. Sixth. Now let's check out what's there. So close others. Maybe we don't need this. Use. We don't need to worry about the spec file. You can ignore it right away. We are just interested into this file. So I copied it, paste it. So this is how our custom pipe looks like. So whatever we use so far, it is already present in Angular library, and that's how it is implemented there. Okay, there, done. Okay. Go here. Okay, done. So this is the default structure. Now, idea is when we use this pipe operator, I want to convert certain things. So let's try that out. So let me write some code. So transform this here, export class pipe transform. We have a class implement, that means this interface, and this is its method or function which has to be overridden. Like it's the same concept of class and interface. So class implements one interface and implement says I have a method transform implemented accordingly. Okay, so value is this. So we know what's the type, so I'll give it number type. It's not unknown anymore. Then this is where args. Okay, I'm giving you a term. Try this out. It's actually a concept in core Java as well. So in core Java we have concept of where args. Check this out. What is that? It's one homework for you guys. Okay, fine. So I'll discuss this. Not discuss. Actually, I will ask you guys about what is where args in Java core Java. So same thing is here. Dot 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 and args. Then unknown. No, we know what's the type. I'll give it number type and of array. And this can be also number. Done. Okay. Now what I'll do, nothing special I won't write because I want to keep it simple to know how to use it. This is what we are learning here. Okay, so we'll see. I'll create a in Java we have a variable, I mean a type, which you call that final. So that's again one topic in core Java. Check this out. What is final in Java? Okay, it's a keyword, final keyword. If you knows, no, if you knows, good. Otherwise, if no, check this out. What is um, that thing? So final is something which is used to create constant in core Java. Same thing is here, const. It is also meant for constant. If something is there, it is fixed. A variable is finalized here. And the args comes here, semicolon. And here what I'll do, whatever coming up, I'll return it, then say the value which is here. We will see how to use it. I'm just writing something, then you will get to know what's happening. And whatever value coming up, I'll just multiply with the x and semicolon. Done. Okay, this is done. That's the only thing we need to do. Okay, how to use it now? Okay, so for that I will go back to the pipe one, the HTML, because we know only HTML is a place where we can use pipes, right? So I'm going to use that here. Let's use some h3 tag or something. And here, since we already know that we are dealing with numbers, number, number. We wrote the code, we know, that's why I wrote that. Okay, so interpolation, so things will be visible. I'm using 20 for now. And serve. Okay, it's up. Let's reload. And I can see 20 converted. Okay, fine. Now what I want to use some pipe operator. So we know how to use pipe operator. So I'll use pipe. Then this time our pipe name is USD I'll say USD I'll put a comma, colon, and I'll give a number. Let's say 100. So we are giving 100 here. This 100 goes here on this. So whatever x value is there, it will get multiplied. So 20 multiply x, that is 2000. Okay, 200. Sorry, 2000 will come out. File saved, coming back, and here the value gets multiplied. So here we are kind of converting the rate. So let's suppose today's dollar rate is something like 85 rupees. So if I convert that, so $20 into this, so this is the current value of the $20 in rupees. So we just did what? We just converted that. If I can try that as well, number colon INR, we got some exception or what? Let's see if it is giving error. Yes. Oops. No, it is fine. Not number, my bad. It's currency. Yeah. So you can see, or give it more meaningful. 20 dollar in INR equals, right? So this is the one. So you can make it more dynamic. Right now I have hard coded 20. You can put a text field here, give some number. I'm just giving you idea. Just that's how you can challenge yourself. Okay, so this is working. Now how I can leverage the power of Angular, use some events. So what I can do, at top of it, I can create a text field, give numbers, and that number will get multiplied with that whatever number you have given. So accordingly, you can create a whole converter. Think about, you can convert this whole thing, whatever Google provides, that is screen, currency conversion. Same thing you can apply here. You can create your own logic right here. Just you need to do multiplication, right? So think about that and try this out. Giving you as a homework, try to use uh, pipe to get multiple uh, currency conversion. Okay, so how it will work? Take a text field, ask user to enter some amount, and then give that conversion. That this amount, this dollar is into that uh, a pound or European dollar, Canadian dollars, whatever we have. So accordingly, you can convert that rate. Giving you idea, you can try it as per your understanding. Give it a try and see if you're able to do that. Okay, but yeah, we just learned how to do that. So it's not that tough. You just have to focus on transform function and write your logic. Accordingly, if I have to write some conversion like we just did two uppercase to lowercase. Same thing you have to do. Instead of value, I mean value number, I'll give it string. And whatever coming up, I'll simply say value dot to uppercase or lowercase. It will work. Right now it's number, so it's giving error. It will work if I change the type. And whatever you give, it will convert that in upper or lowercase and you will get the value. Same logic is written already. So just try this out and see if you're able to do that. Or in your own way, whatever works for you, try that out. Okay, so this was about custom um, pipes. Again, concept is new. You might see, okay, this is tough, but yeah, you just have to focus on this. Ignore all these part. You don't need to worry about that. Just focus on this, and the name you have used, you have to use this as your uh, pipe name, like we used here. Just one is enough. So we used, and this is what we get on web page. This is our output. This is our file name. Okay, so the name we used, USD INR, it is used here, this one. Okay, so that's how you can implement pipe operators. This is a simple HTML page. Okay, so I hope this image is self-explanatory. This is a default screen. We just transformed into this one. We wrote our own logic. Okay, so this is custom pipe creation. And again, I have created multiple custom pipes for my project. So this is quite common to write your own operators. Paint classic. Let's do 7th. What's the next this point? Advanced Python directives. Okay, directive is quite interesting. Um, just thinking, should I continue with directive or routing? Both are critical thing in terms of topic wise. Um, okay, let's try directive, and maybe tomorrow we will do routing. Routing will take some time to understand the like we have to move from one page to another page. That's the thing, like flow of your web application. So routing we will be tomorrow. Let's discuss directives. Okay, directives. If I'm teaching first, let me know. I'll slow down. Okay, I know these topics are new, so it needs time and lots of time for you guys to practice it. Okay, so directive is all about these are kind of again Java, not Java, Angular classes. Mm, These are special classes which gives, what does it do? Again, some additional, like we used pipe for our utility thing. Somewhere similar, it is also meant for same purpose, that we need some additional features. So do one thing, create directives. Again, the way we used pipe, it is completely different. Okay, pipes are meant for HTML pages. This can be also used, this is mostly used on again on HTML pages, but a different way. The syntax wise or the way we use, it's different. These are special which gives additional features. Now, what kind of features? Features like what? Um, Hiding HTML elements. Okay, if you want to hide element, you can do that. Then we can um, give colors uh, to element to elements. So yeah, dynamically you can give the color element colors, or put things on loop like ng for. We have used this loop to process our data coming from backend. Same thing you can do here. So directives are again some special classes present in Angular library. Um, how to create the syntax, how to create directives. Oops, don't save it. Okay, so we're talking about syntax. Okay, so syntax are common: ng, um, generate directive, and then directive name, right? Or again a shorthand, but I believe it cannot pass d as a command. It's possible ng, then g, then directive, and then directive name. We'll see if we can try with the d, but I'm not sure. I need to verify. It's a long time to create directive. Okay, so that, but yeah, that's how it works. But and yeah, if this works, it will also create two files, ts file and a spec file. It will create two files, ts and spec.ts. Fine. I should put it in box. Okay. So we have already used directives, so I'm not going to show this again. It's ng if, ng for, wherever you see ng with asterisk sign, it is directives. And I'll told you that what is directive. It's a special class. To perform some operation, you can use it. Like if you want to hide some data, we used if condition. Give colors. So you can use again if condition to switch things. Put things on loop, which is ng for. Here we're learning how to create custom directives. Okay. And let's do this. Stop the service. So ng generate directive, which I'm not sure, we'll see that. And let's try with the color, like when we want to color some element. Okay. um, what to call it? Let's say red element. Okay, redel. Oh, it works. Great. Nice. Okay, as I said, I was not sure about it, but it works with t, so good. I'll also remember that. So yeah, ng generate t, it works with this command. Okay, great. Okay, so we execute this command and it creates two things. And again, you can see how I have given in camel case, small r, capital E, camel case, but as how it generates red hyphen el. Okay, so this is what we executed. Again, we are checking first of all how it looks like when you execute this code. Since it's an image, you can always zoom in. So nothing special about this part. So if we execute this command, okay, so we execute this command and it should be in open here. There it is. It's in open. Let me take a screenshot of our application structure. You should know always where your file will get created and how it looks like. Project structure should be the first thing in your mind. Okay, there it is. And then these are our files, spec and ts file. That's it. And it is part of user folder. Okay, great. Okay, looks fine. So this is how it looks like. And yeah, one update happened. So we need to see that as well, how it looks like in module file. So red element active and it is part of declaration. So either guys, it's a question for mostly I have asked this question for in interviews. Like whenever you create, it's initially when I ask how it comes up. Okay, can we create component? Yes. Can we create pipe? Yes. Can we create directive? Yes. I mean custom. The guys will say yes, we can create. The next question would be where it will get updated in modules file, either in declaration, imports, providers, or bootstrap. They guys confused. So if you are creating anything as a custom operation, everything goes in a declaration. Always remember this. Either it's a component, pipe, or directive. It always goes in declaration array. Okay, it's mostly I've asked this question in interviews to know whether these guys even really knows what they're playing along, what they wrote, where it goes. You should always know this part. Okay, so there it is. Oops, black color board, and we are looking for the red element active, this and this. Okay, fine. So now we know how to generate a directive, how it looks like in our project structure, and where it gets updated in app module file. Okay, this is clear. Nice. Let's create new paint. Let's save this 8th. Okay, again uses will be simple, but let's have a look on its file. So ts file, again skip it, we don't need that. I mean not tf, the spec ts file, leave it. Let's open this one, the ts file, and you can see it It's really simple, nothing special in it. If you have really practiced Angular code, you guys can say, okay, this looks really simple in terms of whatever we saw so far in component or pipe. Directive looks much simpler in front of other classes. So simple import, then directive because it's a part of core, so it is imported from there. Like we have component pipe, so it's directive, and this is selector name. This is the directive name. Like we used ng if ng for ng switch. We have app red element. So if I have to use the directive, I have to write app red element. Okay, this is a default implementation. Let's customize it. So inside this constructor, I will take that element like on which I'm going to uh, trying some operation. So first of all, I need to refer that element. To refer that, we have one class element ref. We need to import that. Once it's done, I need to instantiate it. This is a, again, try to connect it with Java class. First of all, if any class you needed, you need to import it. So import is done. Then you have to instantiate it. Try to connect it with Spring Boot. How we instantiate? We use auto-wire annotation, right? That's how we, if we are in controller class and I need to use service, so I need to say auto-wire service in controller class. In Angular, we don't use auto-wire annotation. We use constructor injection. If you guys have gone through Spring Core, I have explained there are two types of injections, setter injection or constructor injection. So this is we are using constructor injection. So this is simpler. We don't need to do anything special. Give a reference. So I'll give it EL. That's my reference name as I'm following or doing in Angular. So syntax is this and like number or string or the type. Right now we are talking about element ref. So element ref. That's it. Once we have this line in our uh, TS file, I'm saying TS file, not directive, not component, not pipe. If you have written this signature or this syntax in constructor, that means we are asking Angular server to instantiate this class element ref, and whatever is here, it's there. This is similar to what we did in Spring Boot by using at auto wired. I'm writing it in that way. Come on, private. This is Spring Boot way to instantiate. If I'm in a core Java, so it goes like um, okay, this is the way in core Java. So this is Spring Boot, this is core Java. And this is Angular. Okay, I hope now it is clear what we just did here. We just instantiate that element ref class so I can use it further. So I'll start the body of constructor and here I'll say el dot native element dot style, then I want its color to be red, so equals red and semicolon. That's it. So wherever I will use this app red el, this implementation will be applied on it. That's it. Okay, let's try this out. So use is quite simple. I'll do here on pipe. Let's try this out on pipe operator. One more HR tag. Let's try h1 tag. In h1 I want to print title, right? Same title we have used a lot. Pipes in Angular, something will get printed. This is saved ng. So okay, so I'm trying to print title. Reload and pipes in Angular is coming up. Let me try to use that app red element. So I copied it, going back to HTML file, and here I'll use it. Saved, compile successful, and see the element becomes red in color. Accordingly, you can change it. So you guys can see I haven't used any pipe operator. Pipe operator will be tough because it's hard to get the element reference. But this is the place where you can use it simply. So with pipe, we goes inside here with interpolation. But when we have directive, we can control the whole element. This is element. We will see this in HTML when we discuss about element and stuffs. So the tags also known as element. So we have a better control over the elements. So I just use this directive on element. So the contents of that element will get modified as per my implementation. So I've used here, and that impact comes up here. So accordingly, you can write multiple directives, change the behavior of a class. So as I said initially when we started directives, so mostly it is used to hide elements, give colors to elements, or put things in a loop. So we did that color thing. Okay, so I'll copy this entire part and it goes here. If you guys say, okay, we didn't understand a single thing, don't worry, it's fine, perfectly normal. Thing is, when you practice it, only then it will get uh, easy to understand what just happened. So we're just learning the features or properties of Angular. Tomorrow we'll try to cover the routing, and definitely time will be there. So we'll start also the HTML classes. Okay, this one, this one, this one here, and the file name was this one. This is the file name. We use this red color here. That's the impact. It is in red. We used app red element. It's the selector which is mentioned here. Here. Okay, so app red is here. This one is here. Okay, fine. So this is about how to create custom directives. So you guys can try to write some more examples of directives. I'm giving you one more homework here. Third homework about directives. See, list out directives in Angular with examples. Okay, so it could be one or it could be 10, up to your strength and energy at how many examples you can try. Okay, so check out how many other directives are there in Angular, how you can use them, and what's the benefit of it. Okay, again, Angular is quite big. We cannot cover every single thing from Angular. We are trying to we are trying our best to cover up those things which is really common. Again, creating custom directives in project is really common. Today I was working on custom directive. It was already created, so I was just using it in multiple places. So whatever we did, these are really commonly used features in Angular projects. So routing is left, which we will cover tomorrow, and then HTML. Any question or query?